So I've been on this journey since November to try and climb to the top of the demon list ever since I beat Clubstep, setting my sights on completing a top 10 on the demon list. Challenge after challenge I stayed on top, beating them: Jawbreaker, Windy Landscape, Cataclysm, Bloodbath, and then my toughest mental battle yet, Sonic Wave.
Oh my god! I made it!
It was now time to make my next jump to further progress towards the top 10, and I held a vote and you guys sealed my fate. Zodiac. I am now entering list demon territory, and there's this pressure because the demon list is changing so fast as more and more extreme demons get verified. I've got to beat this fast to secure my spot on the point to create, because if I'm lacking, Zodiac will fall off just like the rest of the levels. I've gotta lock in. So here I present my first 3 weeks of Zodiac progress. I started on February 13th, and from all the way then to today, when I'm recording now on March 23rd, I've played 23 days of the level so far and managed to do this. On day 1, I've just spent 2 hours practicing the level. I've spent thousands upon thousands of attempts already. This level is very easy to burn attempts on. And I managed to get 61 to 72 as my first memorable run on February 13th. For some reason this part was impossible on day 1, but I managed to further the run to 76. But that wasn't satisfying for me for the day, so I decided to keep pushing onwards and push that 76 to even further. And on day 2, I was feeling very confident, so I decided, hey, let's practice this drop so I can start getting ready for some bigger runs. And I decided to finish off the ending too, because I kept dying to the ending for some reason, and it's stupidly easy. Fuck. Practiced so much start position by this point on day 2 that I was like, alright, let's just get some runs from zero. Let's see what I can do. And these were my first runs from zero, and they were pretty miserable. I got nowhere, and then I got super lucky and I got a random fluke drop attempt where I got past basically everything in the drop. Holy fuck! Day 2 was super successful, so on days 3 and up, I was feeling very confident, but I started my first 2 days on a weekend, so my job kind of took over my time, so the amount of time I was able to disperse from days like 3 to 9 basically were very minimal in comparison to the first 2 days, so the progress wasn't as insurmountable, but we made do, we made our progress, and here we go. Yes! Yes! Fuck, that run's annoying. Yeah, maybe because you're not supposed to click at everything at the end and you're just supposed to hold, idiot. Not too much was done on days 3 and 4, but I managed to get comfortable with TMN's part and tried to just do that from 100.
Also, I'm gonna narrate over this freaking part, over how much I hate TMN's part. Even now, I'm narrating this like a month later after I've recorded this very clip, and this part is still so annoying. I don't like this part. It is the hardest part of the level. It is very inconsistent. So this was definitely like one of the harder runs of the level to do, especially mentally to 100. It's just, I don't know. It was very challenging for me.
Fucking god, dude.
Even to this day, TMN's just gets me. It's my freaking bane of existence to runs to 100. Same with freaking Penito, man. No bueno. And I don't know. These are the parts that kind of rage bait me and make me need to take breaks out the level. And like I said, the later days I just tried to practice Shock's part, it was so hard at first, bro. I genuinely thought it was running at a wall. This level literally felt impossible at first. But after you like get the muscle memory, it starts to feel like a medium demon. I don't know, this level's a really weird experience. But on day 6, I managed to get a new best from 0, and that made me freaking excited. Now you see progress on this level is very fluky, or you get very stuck for a long time. I don't know, that's my experience with it. But on the later days, towards day 10, this was day 9 I believe, I managed to do this run from Shock. I was starting to get more comfortable from this freaking part, because this part is mega silent, stupid giga impossible. And I was really proud of this at the time, because I don't know, this felt like the hardest run of the level at the time. And I finally got Zodiac within 4 runs, and I was like, man, I can actually beat it. I started feeling comfortable enough with the level to start streaming it consistently, so I started streaming the level, and I don't know what it is, man. On stream, I just freaking do bad. I just flat out do worse. But I managed to get a new best, and on day 10, we got 30% baby. Heck yeah, we were almost at Shock's part. And by this point, I've reached my 2nd week of playing Zodiac, day 14. And I've had days where I've only played for 30 minutes, and then days where I played for freaking 3 hours. And I was tired of the dilly-dallying. I was like, I need to get a fat run to 100. So let's do 55 to 100, which is one of the first like staple runs. And I sold.
Am I the only one? Yeah.
No!
That was a really dumb fail, and that's also how I learned that you're just supposed to hold at the end and not click every individual tiny little block, which by the way makes the ending about 100 times harder. I did not know this. And shortly after knowing this information, I did 55 to 100 on stream. And I got a new best of 40% on day 16. Heck yeah, man.
Oh, dude.
Day 20 of grinding Zodiac. Last time we were on day 14, and between the days I've just been grinding start positions, not really dabbling up in 0 too much until the last few days. On stream I managed to get 39 twice, 40 twice, and my new best of 42 is now on recording. I'm going to try to get 38 to 100 on start position so I can get the level in 2 overlapping runs. I got this shit. Also, in the editing, I was looking for my click audio track, and I had that shit off in Shadow Play, so never doing that shit again. And 2 days later, I got my new best. I am almost halfway done with this freaking level. We are nearing the finish line, folks. Stay tuned to the streams, come along, watch me grind this level. I'm ready to crush it and bring on the next challenge so I can continue climbing the demon list, and we can hit up that top 10, baby. Anyways, enjoy this progress.
Oh my god! No. No.
On a lot of freaking good runs going on stream. I'm trying to get 38 to 100 still. That's like my last final staple run before I go for the final 100% from zero. I'm feeling really good, baby. I got 47 again too on the stream right after the first one I got 47 on. The consistency is off the charts. I'm getting so good at this level. I'm ready to crush it.
Oh my god.
And this wraps up the first part of my Zodiac progress. The next one is going to be the finale while I continue this series on to the next level. Other than that, I hope you guys
Have a good day!